Did you know there were giants in the Bible? Yep, I'm not talking about tall basketball players here. I'm talking about actual giants. The kind of beings you thought only existed in myths and fantasy novels. But who were they? And why don't we hear about them today? You're about to find out. Giants. In the Bible. I know it sounds wild, but there are actual references to these larger-than-life humans, or maybe they weren't even humans at all. The Bible doesn't exactly give us the clearest picture, so today we're diving into the world of these ancient titans. What were they? Where did they come from? And most importantly, what happened to them? Let's be real. Most of us haven't really paid close attention to the parts of the Bible that talk about giants. Sure, we've all heard about David and Goliath, but what if I told you Goliath wasn't the only giant? There are a bunch of mysterious references to these beings, but here's the problem. We're left with more questions than answers. Were these giants just really tall humans, or were they something else? Angels, demons, aliens even. Yeah, we're going there. And here's the kicker. The giants aren't just in one random story. They pop up in multiple parts of the Bible, like some ancient biblical version of an Avengers crossover event. But unlike the Avengers, they didn't exactly have a happy ending. Alright, so let's start at the beginning. Ever heard of the Nephilim? If you've read Genesis 6:4, you've probably stumbled across this term and been like, wait, who? Well, the Nephilim are described as giants, but it's not just their height that makes them stand out. According to the Bible, they were the offspring of the sons of God and the daughters of men. Okay, what does that even mean? Some people believe the sons of God were actually fallen angels. Yeah, angels who went rogue and decided to shack up with humans. And their kids? Well, let's just say they didn't inherit their father's wings. But they definitely got some serious height genes. Imagine having an angel dad and a human mom. No wonder these kids were a little larger than life. Now, before you go picturing these Nephilim playing basketball in ancient Israel, let's break it down. The Bible isn't super clear about what these beings looked like, but the idea is that they were huge, strong, and potentially dangerous. In fact, some scholars believe that the reason for the Great Flood, you know, the one with Noah and the Ark, was to wipe out these giants. Yup, they were apparently causing so much chaos that God had to hit the reset button on humanity. But wait, the giants didn't go away after the flood. There's another group of giants mentioned later, the Rephaim. These guys were apparently living in the land of Canaan, and they weren't exactly friendly neighbors. In fact, when the Israelites were checking out the Promised Land, they freaked out because they saw giants there. They said they felt like grasshoppers compared to them. And honestly, if I saw a 9-foot-tall dude coming my way, I'd probably turn and run too. But let's talk about the most famous giant of them all, Goliath. We all know the story, David versus Goliath, the ultimate underdog showdown. Goliath, this massive warrior from the Philistine army, comes out every day to taunt the Israelites. Everyone's too scared to fight him, and then David, this young shepherd, steps up with a sling and a few stones. And boom, one rock to the forehead, and down goes Goliath. Talk about a plot twist. But here's where things get interesting. Goliath wasn't a one-off. He was part of a whole family of giants, the Philistine big guys, if you will. In fact, the Bible mentions that Goliath had brothers, and they were no small fries either. One of them even had 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each foot. Imagine trying to find gloves for that guy. So, here's the big question. What happened to the giants? Did they just disappear, or is there something more mysterious going on? The Bible doesn't give us a clear end to the giants, which has led to all kinds of theories. Some people believe that remnants of these giants survived and became the inspiration for myths and legends about giants in other cultures. You've probably heard of giants in Greek mythology, Norse mythology, and even Native American legends. Could these all be connected to the biblical giants? And then, of course, there's the wildest theory of all. What if the giants are still around today, hiding out in some remote part of the world? I know, it sounds like something out of a conspiracy theory, but there are people out there who believe we've just been covering up their existence all this time. Maybe the next Bigfoot sighting is really a Nephilim making a cameo. But here's what we do know. These giants weren't just a random footnote in the Bible. They were a huge part of the ancient world, and they left a lasting impact. Whether they were divine hybrids, ancient warriors, or just really tall guys, their presence is something we can't ignore. So, there you have it, the story of the giants from the Bible. From the mysterious Nephilim to the towering Goliath, these beings have captured our imagination for centuries. Were they angels, demons, just really tall humans? We may never know for sure, but what we do know is that the Bible is full of strange and fascinating stories, and the giants are definitely one of the most intriguing. Maybe next time you read the Bible, you'll keep an eye out for those hidden giants. Who knows what other mysteries are hiding in plain sight? If you thought this was wild, wait until you hear about the other mysterious figures in history. Check out the next video. And don't forget to subscribe. See you soon.